Good evening, Final Fantasy fans, and welcome to another Duckling showcase here as part of our Duckling Bootcamp. We are showcasing the flags the Ducklings will be playing as of like a couple hours from now, as part of the extra credit classes we're doing in the async. I am Dark Moon EX, joined in the booth by Luffy DB, whose name I always mispronounce. Luffy, how's it going over there?
Going pretty good, Dark Moon. Nice Thursday night. Ready to do a little FFR and hang out with the ducks and teach them some stuff.
Heck yeah! So the extra credit classes, if you didn't happen to come in last week to view the first week of them, are there to supplement the main classes in the Duckling Bootcamp. Extra things for you to learn, extra things to highlight, things to know, and also just more flags to practice so you get good and ready for the Duck Derby coming up in now 4.5 weeks or so. So, this week's class, and let me make sure I have let me close that. Make sure I have the right flags up. This week's class is going to be a shard hunt. So, loading up these flags and going to the goal screen, you can see treasure hunt of exactly 24. What this means is that out in the world are shards of the black orb. Instead of 4 main orbs to collect, you now need to collect, as per this flag set, 24 shards instead. They can be in treasure chests out in the world, and they can also be on the fiends. Lich and Carry are worth two shards each. Kraken and Tiamat are worth 4 shards each. And that's important to know. Luffy, since you and your partner Shumbabi won the co-op tournament, you know just how well the bosses having shards can be, since that was a shard hunt flag set.
Yep, that's for sure. It really, to me, when you have a shard hunt like this, it really prioritizes Sea Shrine and Sky Palace, because you have the most boxes of any dungeons there, plus you got 8 combined shards with the 2 fiends if you can take them out. So definitely the 2 dungeons you want to look to getting into as soon as you can.
Yeah, it highlights the idea of prioritizing how to kill bosses, how to get levels quick, and what dungeons are the ones that have the best chance of giving you treasures. Like, Marsh Cave is really spread out. If you don't have to go there, I'll avoid it. Ice Cave is okay, but I only go there if I really need to and this kind of thing. But, like, Volcano Armory, if I can quickly bounce past there on my way to something else, absolute hard hit, because that's a bunch of quick chests early, and you don't even have to finish the dungeon if you don't want to, because it's right there.
Yeah, a lot of what you're going to hear us talking about tonight is the phrase chest density, and that's what you want to be on the lookout for.
Yes, that's a key term to know, and we will be going over that more in detail. Luffy is going to be keeping an eye on chat, by the way, so if you guys have questions, ask. He'll interrupt me, because I'm going to motor mouth my way through this, and we'll try and answer as many questions as we can. So on this goal tab, the other thing to point out, and this is going to actually be pretty consistent for most of extra credit, is a short Topher with Fiend Tiles. This time you only have to fight 2 of the 4. I know I completely forgot to turn on short Topher last week, but that at least teaches you the value of a long Topher, and now having taught you that, let's never do that again. So...
yeah, there'll be plenty of time to learn the long walk of shame later on. Let's just get easy and get you ready playing first.
So, on the scale tab, we are once again keeping things fairly easy for the ducks. The bosses are going to be standard scaling for the randomizer, 50 to 200%. This is extra credits, so we like to keep things just a little more difficult than the main weeks. Enemies are slightly nicer, 60 to 160 at a 97% average. 40% encounter rate, 50% in dungeons. Standard EXP and gold, but I will point out that it's 25% per orb or 8 shards. That's actually double the base that you can get for shards. So it's going to be, at a certain point, experience is going to get kind of stupid. And that's great.
Yeah. Usually it's 12.5, I think, per shard. Let me look right here. Yep, 12.5 per 8 shards. So 25, it's a real nice little bonus here.
It is. It feels good when you start getting the shards going. Also feeling nice is, by the way, EXP chests are going to be on. You got to go out there and open chests anyway. So we're going to have EXP chests on, and that's 2,000 to 4,500 experience somewhere in there because it's a slider. And 10 to 20% of the gold chests are going to be turned into EXP chests. This is a fairly new feature, so if you haven't seen these before and you've played in previous Duck things, this is something I turned on specifically for this, to reward you for having to go out there and search things out.
Yeah, we're going to be opening boxes anyway, so why don't we reward you with a little free XP if we can.
I don't know how standardized EXP chests are going to be, but I gotta tell you, I've been playing them in the Archipelago flag sets we've been doing for fun in the evenings on the Discord. And wow, EXP chests are just nice. Open a box and suddenly you're level 6 at the start of the game? Yes, please.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So great. Incentives. Not a lot. Ice Ordeals, Martian Titans, you know, the very bare minimum of stuff around the Circle C and just outside. 18 and 18 with just the key requirements and no guaranteed weapons in the boxes.
Looking at these incentive locations tells me two things. One, you're both kind, and two, you're both evil. There are no incentive items in dungeons, which is nice, but all the other dungeons have something which has, you know, a little bit of frustration. But it's fine. You're going to have to learn these things anyway. We can't take it totally easy on you guys.
Yeah, and the fact of the matter is I don't like Marsh Cave. I know other people don't like Ice Cave. But you gotta kind of do them. Ice Cave is random, so you can't just warp chest and expect to get the item. We're making you go around a little. And I mean, having Ordeals be random doesn't really matter because everything Ordeals is green. You're gonna check it all anyway. So
yeah, pretty much.
Maps. Early open progression, extended open progression, so you're gonna be able to use that canoe to get around the entirety of the Circle C. And in fact, with the extended open, you don't even need that canoe to walk to Elf Cave. Very nice.
Yeah, removes that tile on the river right there, so you might see some interesting routing depending on how we get the items here. It might be a little bit of walking in the early game. We'll find out soon.
All the freebies, Early King, Sardis Sage, and Ordeals is on. Gaia Shortcut is on, but not the Gaia item shop because I haven't been convinced that's necessary, and half the time I forget to walk there anyway. But really, it's good to remember both positions where the item shop is. But the Finnish Hospitality, which I believe everyone considers a standard at this point, is on.
Yeah.
Treasures. Free ship, free bridge. No free canal, so you're going to be searching that out. We'll touch upon why knowing whether or not free ship and free canal is on early is important, not only for where you can go at the start of the game, but also how you need to prioritize dungeons, because that does factor in. Standard treasures, standard items, everything else. Standard shops. Standard enemies, all unrunnable though. I turned that on for this because no one likes unrunnable parties. They suck.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's gross. So you're gonna start off with a couple forced characters on this. Could be any of the mages, any of the warriors, or even the ninja, just in case, just to spice things up. And then you're gonna start off with another force at the back. No ninja included in that, but potentially another warrior or a mage. I like ninjas. I want to make sure you guys are getting emphasis on your ninjas. So just in case you get one, enjoy! Classes really didn't change. Blur's classes aren't on. Gear. You're going to get one free AoE item at the start in your gear to check and see what that is. Could be good that you want to keep around and use for other things, or it could just suck if you decide to sell it for money. But at the early game, money's nice.
That's one of my favorite little flags to see on here when you're either learning how to play or like you have some interesting flags that could prove a little difficult in the early game. Because to your point, you can get something that can cast a spell. I mean, even if it's a Fire 2 stick, I mean, it has some value. And if it's like an A-lid stick or an A-lid stick, you know what? Maybe you got 10, 12 grand right there and you can shop before you leave. It's always good. Yeah,
that was a lesson we learned again in the co-op tournament from last summer. And like, you go in, you check your inventory immediately. Is this useful? How useful? Is it money? I think it's money.
A question in chat from Rich real quick. Didn't see trap tile setting. It is vanilla. No, same regular tiles, no shuffle, no alternate formations, plain old regular vanilla.
Remove trap tiles is not on, shuffle trap tiles is not on, no alt formations, no endomizer or nothing. So I is going to be at I spot, Agamas are going to be at Agama spot, and so on and so forth.
Oh, gross. I just got to the adjustments tab.
Oh, look, faster ship is off again because I'm sadistic. Okay, again, it's not a standard flag yet, and so it's not on by default, so I don't turn it on. I'm sure by the time the next Duck Boot Camp will roll around, I think the devs are already talking about making it on by default. I don't think anyone's going to have to worry about that then. But for now, enjoy it when you get the floater, because it's going to be making you move a lot faster.
Yeah, speedboat, definitely best boat, but it is not a standard, like, base, run-of-the-mill, vanilla included flag yet. It has not gone the way of auto-sort inventory.
Nope.
You know, it will be one day, but there is still some value, and we want to teach that to you for finding the floater early, because you're going to go slow otherwise.
Well, that does raise the point of, you know, auto-sort inventory, NPC guillotine, shop information, all these things that we take for granted now as on by default all of those
Yep.
took their time to percolate through before we started turning them on. So speedboat's
When
one
I
of those
joined
things.
last year, I joined last year in the summertime, none of those flags were standard yet.
Yep.
So the game has evolved in the last 14 months alone. So it's fine.
So yeah, I think by the time the next Duck Boot Camp rolls around, Faster Ship will be on. Probably Quick Mini-Map Load is going to be an on by default as well, but we just have to get there.
That's right.
Finally, Beta Flag tab, nothing is on, so that's that. I will point out, however, I am going to be using some non-standard sprites. I do use a couple non-standard things for myself. One, I really just like my particular sprites. I use the Castlevania set that I developed and we used for the Halloween special, so that's going to be on. So I will name my characters as if we were in a tournament setting, name them after the classes that they will be using so everyone can follow along. Other quality of life thing that I have on for myself is accessible spell names, so that's so I can actually read things and follow along and not have my dyslexic brain get confused. So if there's a spell and you're not sure what it is and you want to know what it is in the vanilla game versus what I have the spell name for, just ask and we'll tell you, but for the most part,
Yeah. You'll probably most likely be able to tell, bless you, what they are, but we're here to help you if you guys have any questions.
So, with that, turn that off. Switch this back over to incentives just for me to see so I can remember where the heck I'm supposed to be going. And we are now ready to go. So, let's make ourselves a party. And so I'm open to hearing from chat, but I do know we already have a forced white mage, and at the back of the party we have a forced black belt. So,
okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'd probably, with this flag set, lean black belt Oreo. That would be Oreo being black, white, black. I think the Ducks will probably lean more towards, with this particular seed right here, black belt rainbow, but I'm curious what chat says.
I think I think black belt rainbow is your safe party. It's pretty good. You have the force white mage anyway. I'd lean more toward the power side of it with speed of the Oreo combo rather than the rainbow combo. But that's just what I was taught.
I almost started naming them like after the people I normally do, but this is for the Ducks, so I have to do tournament rules here. So, and again, I have to name these like by tournament classes instead of just naming them after my normal things, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to know that my black mage is not a white mage. So, so unless chat had a different idea, we're gonna go with the Oreo.
I'm seeing, let's see, white mage, thief, black belt, black mage, white mage, thief, black belt, dust plume. You are insane, but that sounds fun. Black belt rainbow, and then Dan, someone says rich.
Danning's possible. I have a feeling that white mage is going to get danned pretty quick unless they have a good spell anyway.
Yeah. I mean, the red mage has pretty good utility, but I mean, the black mage is going to give you access to all the sweepers you want. The question is, are we going to get access to them early or not? So
yeah. And I mean, we are taking a bit of a chance with the two black mages instead of a red mage. It's not as safe. I don't feel the need for a thief in this flag set, though, primarily because everything's runnable anyway, and just we have the fact of the matter that lockpicking's not. So
there's not a whole lot of thief buffs either. There's no let me take a look. There's no agility buff. There's no MDef change or anything. So
no blur things.
It's just your standard vanilla thief. So I mean, they have some value, but if you get past level 6 or 7 with them in their standard site, then you're doing it wrong.
Let's do the Oreo, which is my instinct right now, and then I'll probably suffer and be like, man, I really wish I brought that thief, but let's go with this. So, Luth, here, I'll hit the controls, so let me open up that tab again. So, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright.
There we go. Okay. So, arrange my party. Black belt up front, white mage is disposable at this point until I see otherwise.
Sounds good.
Oh, and weapon. Oh, we got a Zeus gauntlet.
Oh, okay, yeah, that has value.
I'll put that on the black belt for now. I was thinking about white mage, but I have a feeling again the white mage. Yeah, lamp. Woo. Okay,
yeah.
White mage so far is not worthwhile to me. Oh god. Okay.
Oh well. So, it don't matter no more, does it?
There's a problem. It's like, should I just go for a chocolate Oreo now?
Yeah, right.
I want Bane. Just in case I don't find Brack, I want Bane. And then, well, I did that. I did the cool thing where, yeah, I couldn't remember if I bought them on both, so I had to double check because my brain.
And you did buy them in the right order too, because that would
Yes.
drive me nuts to have Bane in one spot and then Nuke in the other one on two different characters. Oh boy.
The only armors I care about right now for these characters are bracelets and pro rings. I see silver bracelets. Unfortunately, they're almost 5k, so they are probably going to go unpurchased. Because by the time I'm ready to buy them, I'll probably just be buying golds instead. That's too expensive. No save gear.
Oh, that's a little on the rough side.
I bought too many. Yeah, no save gear, but I will buy the 20 heal pots, because what else am I going to do with that cash right now? I got Nuke. I don't have to buy any more spells.
Yep.
Not only half a joke. I won't be buying a lot of damage spells at this point. Maybe an ice or a fire, just in case of some backup. But like, yeah. Now, normally I would just go and fight Garland. However, shards. Let me go. Oh, you jerks! Don't kill my guy. Thank you. Shards. We need shards. So, and there could be shards in these treasure chests here. Plus, you know, having a couple levels is kind of nice. Oh my god. Guys, really? Really?
Oh.
Feel free to...
Rich Boy pointing out. They're just tenses on right now for inventory, so we do have some tents in our inventory.
Oh, is it on? Oh, look at that! We do have tents.
Yeah.
Well, too late. I've already walked past the entrance.
That's alright. Ducks are learning more than we are right now.
I didn't notice that was on when I looked at the inventory screen. I'm not used to looking there. That is one of those things. Oh, hey, look, pro ring.
Free pro ring. Take that.
Yeah, I'll put that on one of my black mages to keep them alive. And now we go kill Garland with a couple thunders and a nuke. Or a couple nukes and a thunder, I should say. And go. So, fight. And I really hope that Garland decides to kill my white mage. Or he could just... Okay.
Or, yeah. Garland had no health right there. Okay.
Garland was paper. Okay, and that gives us the Oxyale, and... Which is not immediately useful. The Canal. Oh, well, I guess it's a little more useful now.
Necessary, probably. But,
Northern docks aren't on, though, correct?
That is correct. It's just early open progression, extended open, so... I'm very anxious to see what our friends the pirates give us.
Yeah, and that would be my next move, knowing... Oh, so slow. So slow.
I'm sorry. It's really not. It's fast. It's just as fast as when you walk. It just looks so slow.
It would feel faster if walking speed was normal. I will say that. Okay, did you get anything? You got in life.
Life is fine. That adds a little value. I mean, even at level 6 or 7, when you kill this white mage off, they're gonna have 3-4 charges of life.
And that's really all that matters. I don't. Oh, Brack.
Hey.
There's Brack.
Perfect.
Nope. Too far. And I will actually buy. I'm probably gonna buy up the whole level here because Quake will be nice for Lich, and then Lock.
Yep. Why not?
Yeah.
You got the money. Why not?
Exactly. And don't care about weapons. Spell purchasing is done. Go save. Because you never know with the pirates, just in case. With a black belt lead.
We do not have unsafe pirates or anything on, so it's probably going to be fine, but I've seen stranger things happen.
And this will take care of it. They're not surviving a nuke.
Nope.
I brought a chain gun to a knife fight. Okay. Oh, come on now. Thank you. Okay, so Canoe's nice.
Okay.
That opens up a few things that we could check early if we wanted. Definitely puts ice a little more on the table, and honestly, ice right now with the spell load that I have is not entirely scary.
Yeah, definitely not.
No, pro ranks here are good. That's good to know. If I need them, I'll probably only need one more.
Yeah, 16k for pro rings, a little on the expensive side, but once you're going to purchase your end game stuff, it's not really going to matter. You'll have all the money in the world.
Okay, we don't need to go. We have the canals. So we don't need to go riverboat our way over to. Actually, you know what? You suck at running any. I don't like having it be the Zeus Gauntlet. I want it to be the Thor Hammer, so it's right where I expect it to be. But
right. Yeah, those were some cheap houses, Lord Goober. I think 600 per house or 400 per house. It's pretty good.
Still no shop item, though, so we are kind of wondering where that may be.
Mm-hmm. We got access to two more shops right away.
Fire 3, Thunder 3, that's the one I'd take.
There,
and I already bought
go.
Lock, so I don't care about Lock 2, because it's only ever going to get used against bosses.
Right.
Cure 4. Exit. Oh, exit.
That'll work.
Now Marsh Cave is on the table, and I'll come back to that Cure 4. And in fact, with how little money I have left, we're not even going to bother checking the rest of this yet. We are just going to go do... How's your spell charges? You have 1 at exit. Okay. We're going to do something... Well, no. I need 2 for Marsh Cave, because we have shards, remember?
Oh, right. You're going to want to go up and down.
Yep.
Good point.
So... No. Thank you. That's better. Thank you.
There we go. That's a better pack.
That's just enough to probably get us the extra level I want.
Yeah. Should be about 1,000 gold here too, so pretty good.
Or they could poison me, sure. I don't think I have beer pots.
No, you
No, I
yet.
don't. No. Great. Thanks, game. Thanks. Give me that last level. I want a second exit charge. Come on. There you go. Oh, hey, that's nice. You know what? You have that. Fight. There's level 6. That should get us our second charge. Okay, now we're gonna go hit the Elfland item shop just because I want some peers. Oh, do you have golds? No. Okay. Chains. That's the first chainmail we saw.
Yeah, chains that nobody can wear.
Nobody can wear. Peers! Look at that.
There we go. Perfect.
Okay, so item, get rid of the Song of Our People, and we go back to the inn. I actually think it's faster just to go this way to do it.
Yep. Scream Simulator 2021.
Scream Simulator 1986.
Yeah, it's Solario. How you doing, bud? These are Castlevania sprites. So they are a little cold, but you know what? They're warm to our hearts. That's for sure.
Okay, with that out of the way, we now go check top first. And if there's something good in here, I'll cast Exit to keep it. Otherwise, I will just reset right out.
Exit holds the real inherent value in a shard hunt. Really has value in floor and entrance shuffle with, maybe say not deep towns on, or even with deep towns on too, still quite valuable. It's a really great utility, and it shows some value to the white mage to have it here.
So, we got a Pro Cape. We got Stone Poison.
Oh, well that's pretty gross.
Yeah, I was going to survive that with the Pro Ring on the one guy, but I don't want to survive that with the Pro Ring on just the one guy. So, and since there was only like 1 chest or 2 chests that had been left unchecked, I was willing to let that go.
Yeah, 2.
We're just here for shards, and Marsh Cave is vanilla, so it doesn't matter that much. May have also just lost Luffy. His internet flakes, he'll be back. We saw that last week. Well, if he's gone long enough, I'll open up chat. Oh. Illustration. Never gonna get an encounter here because it's a door on a wall, and you can't get an encounter in most walls with doors in them. So...
We've been pointing that out a lot during the reveal streams as well. So trying to ingrain that into your heads, guys. It's very important to remember where to walk and where to miss encounters. Oh, it's right there, nothing.
Yep. Right in front of the door, also a safe spot. Anyway, now that you're back, we can continue with the game. Oh, Cure 4 Wizards. Okay.
Gross.
Please get that out of the way now, so I don't have to deal with that later. It's gross.
So, question in chat from Budgemano. How many shards are generated versus how many do you need? So, I want to say, 40 shards are generated?
Okay, so I'm not as sure of the exact number. I'll be honest with you.
Mhm.
Oh, there was the chest. I'm gonna check. The exact number I'm not sure of. I've heard a couple of conflicting ones, 44 or 45. So let's just say it's
Yeah.
in that area, and I believe that. Thanks, game. Thanks, game. Oh my god. Really?
That's gross.
Wow.
Hmm.
And you killed my exit caster.
Wow. Naughty, naughty gargoyles.
Oh my god. Wow, game. Just wow. And this right here is Final Fantasy Randomizer for everyone in the booth. That is exactly what the game does. Like, oh, you had a plan, did you? No. No, you don't get to keep that plan.
This is why we hate Marsh Cave.
Yes. Oh, look, my first shard.
Yeah, at least there was one in that room to make this a little bit,
It really doesn't.
hurt a little less.
Really doesn't, but we're gonna... I mean, I don't want to have to try and walk down here a second time, so we're gonna try and walk out with what we've got.
Good idea.
Yeah. I've got Nuke. I've got some extra experience on this Black Mage I absolutely didn't expect to get. And we're not even going to give them a chance, we're just going to need to cast Nuke, because I don't care. No.
Yeah.
No.
No games against packs of undead, no games.
No. You can just go away now. So what we got, we already got the ship and the canal, and this is, actually, I'm going to burn that house now, because I want those charges back. So we got the ship and the canal already, from previous people. So, like, I think it was Princess that gave us the ship, so, or the canal, and we already had the free ship. So,
yeah, free ship and then Princess gave canal, correct.
Yeah. So, this tells us actually a couple of important things. Because ship and canal always have to be on the Circle C. This is to prevent you from getting soft locked. You can still get floater and something else as well, but ship and canal have to be on the Circle C. So, we got both of them, which means that all the dungeons that we had around this area that could be incentivized would have the ship and the canal in them. Now, we already got that, which means that those dungeons now have key items in them that we have to dig out. So I dug them. We know this because there's only one dun left in the pool at this point, which is the tail. More than likely, I mean, it could be at ice, but we still have to dig it out. Just to find out if it's there and then reset out because we don't want it. Because we have a black belt. Yeah.
Question in chat from Red Mage. Why'd you move the Black Mage to slot 1 if he's the only light warrior standing? Probably just for ease of menuing, I think, for heal pots and such.
That was part of it?
They're gonna be attacking him no matter where he is, slot 1, slot 3, slot 4, so it really doesn't matter.
It was also
also
because he was 2 levels higher than everyone else. So, like, if that gives him even a slight chance to avoid the ambush that he might get otherwise, I wanted to take that. So, so him being up front helped a little, maybe. And then we'll bring everyone else back. And yes, for right now, I am bringing back the White Mage until I like my levels. So.
Yeah. She has exit. There's some value there.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. She has exit.
Don't forget to buy Cure 4 again, too.
Yeah, well, I haven't bought it yet, so yeah, that's a good call. Houses are cheap. Gonna buy that. Gonna buy some tents. Gonna buy some more heal pots. And I'm actually gonna go finally check what the black magic and white magic shops are at level 4, so I know how much money I need left. Oh, warp and temp. Oh, okay.
Alright.
Well,
and then. Doze 2, right there, that's Sleep 2 for everybody that was just curious. We're not going to buy it, but we'll tell you what it is.
Yeah, that's because, shoot. You buy it? Ah, good, there we go. That's because there were enough S1s, like Saber and other stuff, that Sleep is confusing. The whole point of the accessible spell names... No, thank you. The whole point of the accessible spell names is... I'm going the wrong way. I never walked this way in Elfland. Is to make it to differentiate the spells better, so there are less spells that all share the same first letter. So Doze was moved away because of Saber and other ones that already have this S that we didn't want to change, because that's just the name of it for like every version of it. Now I did break one cardinal rule because I was expecting to use Exit in March Cave and then didn't get a chance. Exit is ahead of Cure 4. And this is a problem if you menu fast on your spells and just go bump bump, right down, and then suddenly you try and cast Cure 4, but you're on exit. It's best to put your exits and your warps a slot or two behind, so you're not likely to try and cast them when you're outside of battle. So, I broke that rule because I really wanted exit, and then Marshcave had other ideas.
Yeah, I really like to put mine, like Darkman's saying, in the second slot of a magic level, because typically you want to move one tick left or right to go to the first or second if you're going to load up the level with magic. So that's really good advice there for you guys to think about.
Now, I didn't want two back-to-back. I was done with that.
Mm-hmm.
Shark, leave me alone. No one likes a shark. Go away. When you're a jet, you're a jet.
Mm-hmm.
There's your obligatory West Side Story reference. We probably won't make that again. Okay, now, so we're outside the Circle C. We don't really have anywhere like that's immediately indicating we need to go to it. That puts a few different places on the table. Sages will have a free item for us. Ordeals is open to us, and Ice Cave is open to us. Titan, which is also incentivized, is not open to us because we don't have the group. So, we have to decide where to go. I sail straight down, I get Ordeals out of the way. I have Warp, I have Nuke, it's a possibility, and I kinda like that possibility, even though it pulls me away from Sages and Ice Cave. I think my spell loadout, honestly, is better for Ordeals than it is for Ice Cave.
Either one of them are a good play. I like the idea of heading to Crescent area first, because that is a free item and a second area to check there with Ice Cave. But both are viable strategies. If I didn't do that, I would absolutely do Ordeals right now. And yes, Rich Bork Portnut and Chad Dead Pulse would love the early Ordeals play. He does love the early Ordeals play. He did one this afternoon against me too.
I got in the habit of early Ordeals too, just because of SG Live. And that flag said it was like always bet on Ordeals. Ordeals will always pay out. So I like the Ordeals play. I like the early Ordeals play. And the other thing to bear in mind is, crap. Oh
no, did you reset too fast?
Yeah, my controller ate my second input to actually save. So I heard the dingle of the N.
Yep.
And then,
I do that all the time.
Yep. So.
No.
So
what happened right there is Dark Moon was trying to save as he was trying to like menu fast and all, and he reset because a lot of us have gotten in the habit of either hard resetting or soft resetting after we use a save item to kind of know where we are on the encounter table. And sometimes you go a little too fast there for your own good and you reset back. It happens, you know.
The other thing is that actually hitting the thing and waiting for the dingle to happen and exit back out is slower than just saving, hearing the save dingle, start, and then immediately resetting.
Exactly.
So, if you do it right, you save yourself a few frames. If you fail, you do what I just did right there, and then lose, like, a minute.
Yeah.
No, thank you. But I also want to save right there because of things like that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like getting ambushed by those creatures.
Question in chat from Red Mage again. What is a recommended minimum level for Ordeals? Saracen kind of touched on this. It's not so much a minimum level as it is a resource management issue. So right here with level 1 Nuke, that really makes the majority of encounters that you're going to find here pretty trivial, aside when you have mummies with stop.
Yeah. Luckily,
that could be a bit of a pain. Luckily, you missed the one, so that's good.
It missed the one that was going to cast Nuke. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Another good thing about Ordeals here, you're going to be taking some fights that are a little bit more lucrative than you would get for, say, Ice Cave or Volcano at these levels. And with Nuke, you're going to be able to gain some levels pretty quick right here to hopefully maybe come out of here like in the low teens, maybe like double-digit levels. We'll see.
So I'm telling myself the directions I'm taking because I keep getting new rooms. When I hit the splits here in Ordeals, because Ordeals is, of course, shuffled and randomized. So one top bottom is what I said to myself so far, which just don't have Death Touch. Thank you. All I want is for you not to have Death Touch. That's it. That's all. But one top bottom so far, and then we'll see if that gets us where we need to go. First room was the 4 room, the one with 4 different columns in it. So that's 1. Top was a top of 2 choices. Bottom of second 2 choices. And then We still look different.
I think you're good.
Yeah, yep. Nope, right in there. So this is why you use warp. I didn't use warp up until now because Luffy was talking and I didn't want to talk over him. But with that, we got our staircase and we're good to go. So, nightmares, run. You cast your nukes this time and run. Okay, cool. Nope. You know what? I'm actually gonna take this one because
it's pretty good XP right here.
Exactly, 5 sorcerers is actually worth a decent amount. And we want to start getting some experience on our black belt. I don't mind a couple extra levels on the white mage either, just for those extra life casts as Luffy was talking about earlier. By the time they get to like level 10 though, they're definitely going to go up front and kiss dirt. Because at that point, they're not really worth it to me, and we're going to double nuke because there's sleep touch gargoyles and I do not want them around.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody loves gargoyles. One of the least favorite enemies in the game for most of us.
And that right there was the Final Fantasy special.
A nuke goes off, takes out 5 out of 6, and then your next character runs. That is what we call standard.
That's tasty. Defense sword. Thank you. That's my endgame weapon for my black belt. Defense sword, of course, casts ruse on the player that uses it. So that's 2 casts of invis, basically, and it's going to allow it to evade pretty well. I don't really need to worry about evasion on that black belt much now. There are way too many sleep touch gargoyles on this floor. Oh, speaking of evasion.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Apparently Ordeals has all the evasion.
I'm okay with it. I'm also gonna quick heal you. And you. And you. And not you. Money, and what do we got? Fight, nuke. Come on. Do what I want you to. Do.
350, yes! 109.
Yes!
Perfect.
Thank you. That worked out perfectly.
Yeah, man. Low teens, double-digit levels. Pretty good.
Exactly what I wanted. Okay, I don't need to do anything else here. We're good. I killed her off because her exit is basically not useful to me once we decide to take that throne. I have enough warp casts now that my black mages can even get me out of Ice Cave. So at this point, white mage doesn't do anything for me. I got the slab there. I needed to double check that. Slab not immediately useful because I don't have a floater to get an airship. Bottle, which I got earlier, not immediately useful. So we are to the point now where the sages or Ice Cave is going to have what we need. My brain just completely locked up there for a second. Could you run, guys? Thank you.
Here's a Dark Moon doing a move here. This is where I would differentiate a little bit from him. Having the Oxiel in hand with the canoe and level 2 Brack, I think, I would consider a on-rack continent dive here. You have 3 possible checks there with the shop items still outstanding. The waterfall. Actually, no, the Sea Shrine is not incentivized. So 2 checks and a decent amount of shards. So both plays here are valid. Going over to Crescent, an Ice Cave area, but I would have considered an on-rack continent play there. But, you know, it's good. It's all fine. And gold bracelets. There you go.
I considered it, and then I rejected it. So.
Also fine.
There's my haste. That's the other thing I need. I tried to put on my black mage or black belt. They're not going to learn that.
That's cheap fast too, right there.
Great, I love it. Yeah, that's fast. Haste is its alternate name for accessible spell names. So at this point, I got temper, I got fast, I got a ruby, so I can go check Titan after this. I've got nuke. I have life on a caster that can use it eventually. I even have warp and exit. I'm pretty much done with any spells I care about.
Yeah, I think your spell shopping is mostly done.
Yeah, at this point, I'm honestly not even going to bother checking anything else. Because I really don't like checking anything past level 4. If I can help it. It just takes so long to menu to level 5. Level 6 is just because I was there. But since I got haste, I don't need to go check level 5 now, and we're good. So we're going to move on.
So, good point by Rich Bork in chat. That's why we need to read the flags a little bit more ourselves. Northern docks are not on, so I would have got zonked right there.
See, that's a good one. I knew there was a reason I wasn't going over there. But then you start talking about how good Sea Palace was. I'm like, well, I mean, you make a good point, but I'm not going to do it. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, but yeah, with Northern Docks off, like when we were talking about where we could go earlier, I did mention that it was basically Crescent and Ice area, or gross. We are going to pop a quick heal right there. Crescent and Ice or Ordeals, and that was me remembering that Northern Docks was off, and then you started talking, and I just completely forgot, because you get caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
We all do it.
Sometimes we all make mistakes.
Yep. Well, Northern Docks is one of those ones that's actually, I believe, on by default now. So...
Yeah, that is on quite a bit, because it adds to a little more diversity and routing and more options here, because without those on, you kind of get funneled into certain areas, and it kind of makes things a little on the linear side.
But that was kind of the goal here, that as a training lesson, was to limit how much you had to think at the start as you slowly get your stuff going. So, Warp once again, gonna pay dividends. We're gonna see if the item we need is here. It's not, but I'll take that.
Ribbon's good.
Oh, you know what helps? Equipping my gold bracelet.
That'd be helpful.
Might be good. And we'll put the ribbon on the Black Mage that has the extra levels, because they're good. No, thank you, rates. Still looking for our items, so we're gonna go over here. Frosties on this tile. With the ambush, I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So what are you thinking here? You gonna take a park on the eyeballs for a little bit, or are you gonna just keep going?
Oh, EXP chest. Look at that.
Nice. There you go.
Don't know. I might do the Earn and Burn part, which is the that's not an official term. That's just I have a bunch of spell casts. If I end up with some extra nuke casts there and the eye doesn't have anything, then I will probably burn off my nukes and then warp back up and try to flee as best as I can the dungeon with what resources I have left. That'd be the most that I do. I'm not going to do a full park until 32 or 42, in part because we know experience is going to get really good if we get more shards under our belt, and I'd rather have some more shards. Wow, you guys all rolled really lucky and crit missed on my nuke. Dang.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Run away. Thank you.
Rich is in chat here calling for Floater, Rod, Crystal. I mean, they want to see you suffer a little bit now, Darkmoon.
Floater's not suffering.
The Floater's good, but Crystal and Rod would be...
Wouldn't be the worst. I have a ruby I need to go turn in, and it will at least indicate to me the direction I need to head. So, I wouldn't hate that. So, and the reason I didn't put the ribbon on the black belt is actually very specific. The black belt right now is level 12. That means that, I believe, his absorb calculation is level 12. So he's got 12 defense. Oh, that was the one we didn't want. I'm out. That was enough. Thank you, game. But I got a couple levels, and I'm not even going to bother with the eye because I didn't have to go to it.
Right.
No reason. That was the one we didn't want. But... So anyway, the black belt is 12. Now, if you put a piece of gear on the black belt, it suddenly has an absorb calculation of whatever the gear is that it's wearing. To actually make it worthwhile, I would have had to put a gold bracelet on the black belt plus the ribbon, because the ribbon on its own is only 1 point of absorb. I'd rather right now have the ribbon on my damage casters. So yeah, we are... Did I talk to the sages? Ruby. They must have given me the ruby.
Is it the ruby or the bottle they gave you? It was one of the other.
No, bottle I got earlier. It had to have been the ruby.
Okay.
Which you didn't mark off, so yeah, that's an indication to me that's there. There we go.
Got it. I'm just, we're talking. We're talking.
I'll do the slab translation in a little bit. I can't turn it in, and I don't want to forget about it. So,
yeah.
You know what? If you're gonna just throw... Fine! I'll go do the slab translation game! Oh, what do you have here? Crap. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was like the perfect engineered, like, talk to the Bicky. Or the,
Right.
Oon. Okay, so... now, can we get good luck on the encounter squeeze game? So yeah, right now with the Ruby being the only thing we have, this is basically the only place we can go. For, like, actually getting through this.
Yeah, I'm looking at what could possibly be here. We got 2 incentive locations with Titans and Sparta. One of these probably has to be the floater.
We're down to that point, yeah.
Yeah, we're getting kind of locked out of everything else right now.
Floater is going to be behind in a chain, at the very most, one of these 2 checks.
I mean, we could see something really gross here, like Crystal to Crown to Floater, or Crystal to Crown to TNT to Adamant to Floater. Like, I mean, it's going to be at the end of these 2 turn-ins somewhere.
Now, I should have done something and I didn't, and I will point it out in just a second.
The saving warp?
Yeah, I didn't set up the warp to get out of here quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, loot, so it's gonna be Sarda's gonna lead to the floater one way or another. So what I mean by that is, as I confuse myself while I'm trying to talk, you can set up a warp point by exiting the Titan Cave on this side before going to those treasure chests. And if I had done that, I would have avoided this ogre fight until a little bit later. So that's on me for not doing that.
Loot from Titans, I mean, it's fine. You need the loot to finish the game.
Yep, it's good to have it.
It's good to have it out of the way, but this is what he got. Yep, there's the floater.
At least he saved me the chain. I will take that. Oh, and save myself a few steps. There we go. I mean, you can't get encounters in Sarda Cave, but you can speed up your routing. So that's just shaving a few frames right there, doing it that way. I'm gonna pop a tent here, just cause. Okay, floater in hand, we go, turn that in, and then with the slab translation done, I will probably go do that continent first, just to get those freebies out of the way. Always do your freebies.
Yep, you have Bottle as well, and that hits up both sides of that turn in pretty quick.
And then... honestly, before I go do that, I'm gonna break out of sequence just a little. I'm gonna go hit Volcano Armory.
Yeah, why not?
I don't want to do a big batch of grinding there. I actually have a specific grind spot in mind, I think, for this, considering how the encounter table laid out. Oh, sweet. Okay, well, so one of you has trance. I think it's the Red Sags. I just don't want to deal with you now. Go away. Thank you. But yeah, we were talking about needing shards to get levels, because we want the experience bonus of that. And I don't want to go into some of these places... what? I used the wrong item. Force Habit, went to a menu and decided to go use a cabinet. I don't want to go into Sea Shrine or Sky Palace to get a bunch of shards until I have a few levels under me. So this is kind of like stopgap level grinding here. We're going to do a little bit here, and try and... not. Game. Please. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Thank you. So, because trap tiles are vanilla, we know that's going to be a fire elemental, and I don't really want to deal with it. I just want to come in here and get a couple quick chests and see if I can grab a few more shards here. Not worth fighting. Go away. I said go away. I said go. Thank you.
So we're just about to crest the 35-minute mark right here, and we still only have one shard, which tells me a couple different things. Number one, they're going to come fast and quick when you get them, but the game's being stingy right here in the early, so you're going to have to go somewhere that was one of those chest-dense locations like we were talking about, like this one right here. And did you just go O for Armory?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No shards.
That is gross.
Okay, game. Thanks, game.
Yeah, so every now and again, the game's gonna throw something at you like that.
Okay, game. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Alright, so...
okay.
future.
Next plan. Appreciate it, game. I don't like doing the cardia checks. Cardia checks are slow, but I really need some shards here, game. Throw me a bone.
7 chests in this little hole, 3 chests in the other 2, to make a total of 13 chests here.
Hey!
Oh, okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
Nope. Okay, sure, whatever.
Okay.
That's slightly better. We already started the cardia checks, so we're just gonna finish them. We're up to 3! Who knew it could happen? Okay. So. Out of the way. So, one thing I did there, if you note, I saved the game in midair, so that if I reset out, I don't have to watch the ship animation go back up. Little time save. And I reset out there because there was nothing worthwhile to a Black Belt 2 Black Mage party that we really needed. It was nothing. It didn't matter.
So Cardia had 2 stones. It had all the gear that you could want with ice armor, flame armor, ice shield, katana.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fun.
No item. Okay.
Alright, that's fine.
Sure. So we are going to go do our freebies in just a second. I'm just kind of here. I was on the path to check the, where the shop item might be.
There's the crystal. Okay. So we're about 20k short from that, which should come pretty easily with either going through Waterfall right here or running through Sea Shrine and doing the checks in there, because we're going to be opening boxes anyway, looking for those shards. So yes, that's a little pricey, but it doesn't scare me.
Yeah. So we're going to do Waterfall for... Yeah, screw it, I'll take this. Come on.
This is a real good place to kind of get you some levels too. There's some decent enemies in here, mud ghouls, nightmares. The gas dragon encounter is in here as well, which you're going to be able to kind of just throw nukes at and hope for the best. So this is pretty good.
So I went on a hard reset. I kind of want to feel out the dungeons here at this point with the hard reset, because we know the overworld has a back-to-back encounter. And the dungeon does as well. So that's confirmation there. Oh, no, thank you.
Lightning 2, gross.
That's just enough damage that I don't feel like trying to heal it back up, and we weren't far enough away from the entrance that it was, like, worth trying to save it out. Plus, we know if the overworld is anything like, or the dungeons are anything like the overworld, after those 2 front encounters plus an extra one, then we have a pretty decent little hero run here, because we saw that over in March Cave. Didn't point it out at the time. I was hoping we'd have another spot to point out. Now we do. So, and there we go. We managed to get all the way here without an encounter, and we're just gonna take this now.
Yeah, you might as well.
Would someone please cast... Thankfully, someone has a ribbon on.
Right.
I'm just watching this happen. We are not taking this tile again, by the way, guys. We're not doing it. No.
So, Nuke will take out the Nightmares, Red Mage, but Nightmares, they have Lightning too, and they're just one of those enemies that's super evasive and just
very punchy.
Really, really punchy, multiple hits. They're annoying.
Yeah, they're 2 EXP chests there, plus a shard. I am okay with that.
Heck yeah.
All around, that was a good time. Pop a house, soft reset, move on. So that puts us up to 4, which is a 12.5 bonus experience, because it's not per 8 shards, it's literally a fraction per shard. So, 25% is per 8, just to let you know. Really? Really, game? You're gonna be like this? Thank you. But you do get a fraction for every shard you use. So, and we have 30 grand, so we may as well go do Sea Palace now that we're here. We have Herb, we know Crystal's here. Both those are going to send us back up to Circle C at some point, but I don't... I'm forgetting. You know what? Yeah, we're not going to go check that one chest. It's just for shards. I don't care. We are going to do mermaid. If you'd ever let me run away. Please, keep... I'm okay with you continuing to cast Glance on the one guy that doesn't care about it. That's... My god, this dungeon!
Punchy lobsters.
This is why I don't like coming to Sea Shrine early. And this feels early to me. But, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, level 14, that's borderline comfort zone for me coming here. The level 1 nuke and the level 2 Brack can help with that, but I mean, you're running into seafood party packs that can roll multiple hits, ghosts that hit like a truck.
Yeah.
Anything in here can have any myriad of spells or skills. It's just, it's ugh.
And am I gonna check anything on that floor? No, I am not.
Nah.
Yeah. This is the chest dance floor, and then what we call I went to the wrong room. What we call Sharknado is going to be chest dance. And those are the only ones I care about in this dungeon.
We still know that we have 8 shards out there between Tiamat and Kraken that we're probably going to do because we're going to want to do those dungeons with the most chests. We also have, if we want to do them, 4 shards available from the other 2 fiends. So there's 12 shards right there just waiting for us. So we really only need to find, if you think about it throughout the rest of the game, if you're going to do all the dungeons, just another 12. And quite a bit of them are in here.
I'm okay with this. Oh, wow. This was the mother load.
Yeah,
Woo!
That's a lot. Heck yeah.
We're now up to 8. Look at that. That is a quarter of what we needed. I'm okay with this.
Being able to leave this dungeon and another ribbon with a minimum of 12 shards leaving this dungeon, that's going to feel real good.
This feels real nice. Okay, so we are going to go save all of that. I don't want to come down here again on this side, if I can help it. Come on. I don't know what I was doing there, but it was... No. Nope. You? Yes. Thank you. Do you have houses here? You do, but you also have the crystal, so give me a second.
You can buy 10 more houses too. Yeah.
Perfect. And we're good. Yeah, because I was starting to run low on houses. I needed to refill. There we go. And we're good, and we're going to go back in now. Actually, we are going to do something that's...
No, you're not. Apparently.
Oh, I don't have enough money. Well, I was going to pull up a meat shield to not have to worry about that, but the game had other ideas.
That was a pricey clinic right there.
That was really expensive.
Gold.
Okay, so for the record, $120 to get a white mage back or more. More is not worth it to me to get a white mage. I could go out and take a fight and get my white mage. Nah, I'm good. No.
It's going to waste more time taking that fight to get the money than it will to just go.
Nah, it's not worth it to me. The meat shield to worry about Kraken, great and all. I'm going to try and just chance it and hope that my black belt can survive the hits that he's going to take with that defense sword. And if not, we just pray that Brack Roulette pays out.
Brack has about a 25% chance to hit on Kraken as well.
We also know, however, how many stones are going to be here, because we know we had 8 to start. So, 1 stone, plus however much we get here. So this is why it's a Sharknado floor. There's a tile that has these water tornadoes, and there's a tile that's going to have Gersharks. So, Sharknado. So 3 stones.
Oh my god. All the stones are in this dungeon.
I think even if we wipe out here, we have to remember to come back. I don't think we have a choice.
And an XP. Yeah, you're gonna hit this on the way anyway, but yeah.
We don't have a choice. This is required.
Yep.
Okay, you know what? You're gonna try and kill me. We're gonna try and kill you first. That's all there is to it.
Anytime I see, 7 or so enemies in this kind of a formation of like enemy salad, I definitely try to just get away from it as best as I can with as many spell charges. Nuke.
With a thief, which I know people encourage me to take, I probably would have tried to run on one of them. This is just safer just to take the bailout and move. So, a couple extra stones. I think we're up to 3 stones on this, 4 on this side. 5. Yeah.
Wow.
Here's the sharks, by the way.
I would leave this chest behind, but I mean, with how good this floor has been, I wouldn't help it. I'd have to check it too.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it, but it was fine.
Yeah,
it was fine.
With all the stones you have found so far in Sea Shrine, I would feel bad leaving that one behind.
This is a run. Here you go, and we got on this floor alone, 5 stones. Plus, hopefully Kraken for another 4. That's most of the way for us right there. Like, that's some good eating. Now, problem is...
ADR right there doing the math. That's 9 stones so far in Sea Shrine without fighting Kraken. So we got a minimum of 13 sitting right here, and that's beautiful.
That's amazing right there. That's practically that's over half of our build out.
Yeah.
Now,
10 minutes ago, we had 1 shard, and now look at this. You're about to have 14 just like that.
I can just get away. And now I'm doing something else here along with the healing. I'm thinking about what my next move is, because, like, I have to assume I kill Kraken here. Have to assume. And that means that my next consideration is what my next... Oh, no. Excuse you, no. I'm casting the Zeus as a backup just in case I get FFR rouletted. Just in case one of my nukes rolls low, I want to make sure that, like, there's already been backup behind it. So, 2 nukes and a Zeus. Yeah.
Lobster's one of those enemies, too. They always seem to roll multiple hits. They always hit like a truck. It's just... You're better off just trying to take them and just get away that way instead of trying to run without a thief.
And this dungeon and dungeons like it are part of the reason why I made sure I was full up on heal pots. Especially with that white mage with Cure 4 kissing dirt. We're not going to be casting that anytime soon. Okay, yeah, we are... And your weapon is where I want it to be?
Should be. Yep.
I'm actually going to do something that I wasn't going to do before. It probably is... I mean, if the black mage gets hit by... No, wrong one. The black mage gets hit by a punch, it doesn't matter if they have a gold bracelet on or not, they're going to die.
Yeah, they're splattering anyway, Yeah,
so my goal right now is just to try and keep the black belt alive long enough that he can absorb the hits and not worry about it. Or that can happen, and it doesn't matter anymore.
Beautiful. You'll love to see it turn 1 black.
Well, it's because I went in prepared, so Kraken was like, no, we're good. We're good. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, a little broken into pizza.
And we're going to put that back on now, because that's all we care about. And we're going to run. They didn't even hit us, so we are full heal at that point. How many heal pots? Let's go back. Let's go refill on heal pots. Because the next step I'm doing is... 30 is going to be fine. What I am preparing for is our future grind. So we are at over half, almost 3/4 of what we need for shards. So what we are going to do is we're going to try and get away from manticores. We're going to go do our 2 freebies that we talked about. And then we are going to go check the quick grind zones over here at Desert. And this is one of my favorite grind areas. Especially when you have 2 quick back-to-backs right off the power cycle. Didn't really need to save there, but just in case, like, if Tail had been here and I'd saved outside, I would just fast reset right out of Gaia. I just wouldn't care. Oh, Gaia shortcut was on, wasn't it?
I was gonna say something, but I figured you were showing our friends where the item shop would normally be.
Now, Gaia shortcut's here, and I never remember. By the way, if you race me and you have Gaia shortcut turned on, you'll gain time on me right there. I mean, you'll gain time on me around the entirety of the sea, but you'll definitely gain time on me right there. Okay, there's our chime. That's good to see.
We like that.
Yep. What I want now is the key here, so I can just go do the bottom floors of the Air Palace and hope that there's 7 shards in there and I don't have to care about anything else. Even 5 would be okay, because I can go fight Carrie at that point.
Yep.
But I'm kind of like, what's my fastest route at this point? I go grind, I go grab the last shards that I need, and then I go to Topher and finish the seed out, without having to turn in anything else. Hey, there's the key! Okay!
Hey, game listens, okay.
So all we need now are 7 shards and we're ready to go. That's it.
So let's see, what have we done that we still could do? So we've done Titans, we've done Marsh, we've done Ordeals, we've done Ice Cave. So turn-ins here is really the last possible place that we're going to have that cube. Now, to me, in a perfect world, you have cube and you just do Sky right here, and you have your shards and you're done.
Yeah.
So let's see how fast you can get these levels here.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? We know it's just gonna be Mirage Tower that I'm doing here. We're not doing Sky, because we don't have the cube to get up to Sky. So let's go see if we can get some extra shards. I'm gonna play the roulette. 1. I want minimum of 5. 7 would be better. 5 is at least ideal. Because that at least gets us, or 5 is at least the minimum, because that at least gets us to the point where we can go kill Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
If it's on the razor's edge, I'll be okay, but then I'd have to do more digging of Volcano, and that will slow us down some. So, oh, free run against Sleepy Mummies, please, and thank you. I don't think we're going to get all the shards we need here, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Yeah, that's going to hurt. Thank you. Yep. Oh, I'm definitely taking this. Vampires are worth a lot, especially when they show up in packs. I would have loved to have seen them in a bigger pack, but they also apparently hit my trucks, so I'm kind of okay we didn't. Keeping them alive, because I want to make sure one of my black belts survives, or black mages survives to get me out into the world with their warps. There's 2.
2, okay. Looking for 3 more.
Nope, okay, that gamble didn't work as well as I would have liked, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? Okay, so, Overworld Grind and Desert. There are 4 zones that you basically can use the Mirage Tower as a guide to see what's over here. And we got, now, I don't want to start with in kilos. And in kilos, okay, thank you. So that's pretty much indicates to me that this zone's going to have something followed by in kilos, if I'm not mistaken, about whether that center is gross. Okay, so in kilos in 2 spots. We got non-ankylos over here, guys.
So yeah, Goat's Pirate, he tuned in late. What does he need these stones? So we need another, let's see, what do you need? 5 more
5
stones?
More. Which could be 3 in Volcano on the Igama floor. Because there's the Grey Worm area is not bad. And then 2 from, no. 2 from Carrie herself. But it feels squiffy. That doesn't feel as good as I would like it to, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double stake right here off the reset. We like that.
It's not bad. I mean, it's probably going to actually be steak and wings. The wings just didn't show up. But before we do that, we're going to come up here and we're going to check out this zone. Microphone, please stop moving on me. Yeah, not having the cube here was not ideal, but I was in the area. I had to try. No way around that. Please kill him. Please kill him. Please kill him. You suck. Thunder 3. He's got to be close to dead. We know we can kill him, but... There we go. Perfect. Now, what I'd like to see is a sandwich here. Game. Please give me a sandwich. Nah, it's just steaks and steaks. In both zones. Okay. Blue steak would have also been nice. Now, there's a 5th zone, isn't there?
So there's the... I think it's still only 4. I think this 4th northeast or northwest quadrant right here, I think that rolls into the area up there by Ordeals. I think. If Ale's out there in chat, he would know exactly.
So we're gonna start killing off one of the black mages now. Let him take the punches, hopefully. While the apparently just there's our steak and wings platter. Thank you. I was wondering where you guys were at.
So 2,500 XP per fight right here. So we'd be looking at what a tick under 6,000 for a solo black belt grind. That's not bad.
No, that's not bad. 6,000 per, and we're getting 2 fights in a row. Bear in mind, so it's really 12k. As soon as this the first black mage decides to eat dirt. It's gonna be better experience once it actually gets going than the Agama is. Definitely better than the Eye. And what's the black mage? What's the? Oh, you're out. Okay, you're out of nukes. We'll have to charge you up in a sec. That's not a big deal. Not the end of the world.
Yeah, Goat's Pirate. The stones do give the progressive XP, and it's 25% every 8 stones. So right now at 16, 19, you're getting 50, almost 60% more, give or take.
Mm-hmm. Good job there, guys. Appreciate it. Good job. There. Wings are gone. Steak is gone. I thought for a second about using a house here and getting my nuke charges back for everyone, but then that would have full healed the black mage, and I actually don't want to do that, so I'm just gonna let him die.
Yeah.
I am out of nukes, which doesn't feel great. Sorry, hold on. But we're gonna try and just push through. Yes, please, punch the guy I didn't want you to punch. Okay. No, don't kill my black mage. I don't care. It's fine. It's fine. Black Belt needs to get that extra level so he gets extra hits, because he is just not doing enough damage right now.
There's 21. There's 6. That's not bad.
Didn't need to heal there. Did it anyway. You're getting too much health back, guys. I may as well just use the house at this point.
Did you unequip them?
Oh, I will in a sec. We weren't there yet. I was kind of hoping he would just naturally slow kill them, but apparently no.
They're hitting like a feather with 18 damage.
Yeah, right. Okay, so now we will actually do that. We're going to unequip both of you. Unequip both of you guys. We're actually going to trade down for right now. Pro Ring is 24 plus. Oh no, gold is gold is. I meant to say 24 plus Pro Ring is 8 plus the ribbon is 1. That's 32, 33. So.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so that's not bad. We will also... I need to unequip you. Stop. I didn't even hit select. Why are you showing me information? Stop. You. Good. Pop a house. Here, reset, and let's go.
So right here what Dark Moon is doing, he's trying to kill off the 2 party members that he's now got enough levels on to take the rest of everything on the black belt. The 2 enemies are, they're responding a little bit better now that the mages are unequipped, but they're still not quite doing the job. You might see him dip over to another section. Maybe the Ankylos do the job for him because they're going to hit pretty hard too. This looks like, there we go, 134. This will be over in a second. I'm
actually okay with it working out this way right now because they have nuke charges to burn. If they can get their nuke charges out first before they die completely, then I'm going to actually be a happy camper. Because then they can get just enough experience that the black belt who gets 1 strength per level is really going to start firing. Oh yeah, almost dead. That's what I like to see. Look at that damage. I like to see that. Thank you. Now, kill him. You know what? No. I want to see you kill him. Die. Wrong guy.
Oh my god, they're missing.
How? How? Ah!
Come on.
Game! This is incredible, okay? I'm just saying. Hilarious. Please.
Better.
No, don't. Don't insta-kill him.
Oh, come on.
There we go. Okay. Nuke. And you should die on this next round now. Almost. Done.
Beautiful.
Now, if you could just hit at all well, I would appreciate it. There you go. Thank you. Oh, free round. Thank you. Oh. Now we're talking. That was pretty. Okay, now, so we're going to start getting, per reset, You did the math and you said somewhere around 6K. I didn't actually look, so let's find out.
5,400 for just
Really?
a Tyro.
Really? Just barely not get it? Die. 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 Thank you. So, with the wings, so if we get double steak and wing platters, we will get... If we get double steak and wing platters, we can actually kill them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God. So, that went poorly. That was bad turn order plus bad... Oh, you know what? They're not going to run for me. Bad turn order and probably bad RNG as well. Oh my god, Tyro, really?
They're hitting hard.
What is that? They weren't hitting like that before. Where was that against my black mages?
Alright.
I didn't need tent. Heal. And my black belt is not hitting for anything right now. Like, that whole round went bad, because he was hitting before for like 500 a pop, and then suddenly he was hitting for like... hitting for like less than that and wasn't killing Tyros in a single round. So, and I kind of need him to kill Tyros in a single round. Otherwise, this grind goes right off the rails. Black belt, I swear. Yeah, he's not even getting a level when it's just a steak. Come on. And the Wyvern who hits for 6 suddenly hit for like 15 and then 79. Like, okay game. I see what we're playing at. So this grind is not as good as I would have liked. Not much I can do about it. I would have preferred Sandworms, because they're better and they don't hit as hard. But we didn't... Luck of the draw, it didn't happen.
Yeah, and there were other options we could have maybe done. We could have maybe gone to Volcano and just went down to the Agma floor, tried to pick up some shards, and took the damaged tiles. I mean, there's things you can do, but these are all about teaching you guys. So we're trying to show you multiple things we can do. Desert Grinds, 100% a viable option right now.
Especially when my black belt kills something.
Yeah.
My black belt failing to kill anything is really starting to annoy the crap out of me. Dude, you got one job. You have a fist. Use it. Can we please? So this also helps to show you the ups and the downs of this particular grind. That one went better. But the other lesson I'm going to take is I'm not taking this grind past 32, because this is taking too much time. If this was a tournament, I would have lost on this grind. This is bad. This is just a bad grind now.
Yeah, we have our fast, we have our temper. Yep. There's really no need to go to 42. It's shortened Temple of Fiends as well, so it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, you missed. Thank you. And you killed him in one hit. Good job. And then that's the point at which the Wyvern is like, oh, by the way, I have Death Touch. Okay, we're almost to 32. It's starting to pick up now that my black belt's actually punching for something worthwhile. Yeah, if this was a tournament setting, my only gamble at this point would have been, please tell me that my opponent decided to take this bad grind too. We're starting to get good damage regularly, I like that.
Yeah, starting to get those crits in.
Yeah. 2 more rounds of this should do. Like, a blue steak would have been lovely to see here, or sandworms would have been better. But you live with what you get. 31. There's that damage. 6 hits for 688. 1 more round. There he goes. Okay, and now this should put me at 32? 32. And I want to illustrate... 7 hits for 633. 8 hits for 673. The 8 hits are now kicking in, and that is what I want to see. So we're going to reset out now. We're good, and we're going to go pray that Volcano has the shards we want. Although we do have the key. If I had to, I could go hit some of the treasuries and try and mop up that way.
Yeah, let's see, it was what, 6 in Canaria, 3 in Northwest makes 9, and then 2, 3, 6, 8 more in Dwarf Cave, so that makes 17 free chests sitting out there.
Yeah. Bring back the Black Mages. Why would I do that?
You don't need that.
I don't need Black Mages. They're fine.
Yeah, you don't need Black Mages for this.
Yeah. This is Carrie and, like, her enemies. Most of them are going to run for me at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And Carrie will die in, like, 2 punches. Max.
Yeah.
If she hits me hard at all, I can use a defense sword. But, yeah, see, they're already starting to run. Go away. Hey, perfect.
Even when they ambush you, they run.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. Please go away. So we gotta walk our ass happy butts down here, which I really didn't. I didn't want to come into Volcano any more than Armory if I could help it. But the shards just weren't there, unfortunately. So we have to compromise. Now, if the shards aren't here, we're really gonna have to compromise. Like, that was my bad. I didn't walk 1 extra step over like I should have. Oh well. That's Traptile right there, by the way, guys.
Yep. If we don't have the shards here, I think we'll see Dark Moon open up the free boxes.
Yep.
Chances are he's getting his 2 shards from Carrie, so he needs 3 more.
3 more.
I like his chances to find 3 more in those 17 boxes if we don't find anything
2
in
more.
here. Okay, there's 1.
And I'm just punching this because it's faster than trying to run and failing.
Mm-hmm.
I know everything here will die into 1 punch if it's 1-on-1. So it's just faster for me to fight than to fail. Didn't need to heal up to full because I'm just going to lose health on this, but well, whatever. Come on, game. 2 more shards. Okay, it's looking like the freebie boxes. I don't want to fight my way through any encounters I don't need to, so we're going to check this 1. Didn't have it. We're going to go get 2 shards off of Carrie, and we need 2 more. And that's all she wrote for this dungeon. Oh, wow!
Ooh, wow, that's a big punch from Carrie, but that was a bigger punch from you.
Yeah, she died. And I had 300 health, so I didn't feel the need to heal up afterwards. Okay, so that puts us, as we said, 2 more shards left. Fastest route around is to come over here and go hit Elf.
Yep, counterclockwise here through the Inner Sea. I mean, technically, if you wanted, if you don't find all the shards, you could turn in that crystal to Matoya and
1,
pick up the 2.
2, done.
That's it. Oh, hey! And a 3rd free ribbon.
Yeah. But I don't need it. That's the thing. White Mage,
Hey,
no, hold on.
Yeah, you can throw on the White Mage and hope for, you
True.
know, in case she needs life.
What am I doing? I confused myself trying to talk while playing. That wasn't smart. Okay, let me refocus. Give me a second. Drop. I don't have a silver. Drop this, drop this, drop this. Trade Zeus over to the White Mage. Drop you and you. Oh, man, I had a lovely loadout for a knight. Dang.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll grab the ribbon, and we'll re-equip our armor on these guys now. Right. 2 golds. I need to trade you down to you. There you go. Drop that. Yeah. You're not gonna have... I can go buy you a silver bracelet, girl. You're fine. Okay, so we're good there. Hop in the ship. Sail up. Don't have to turn in crystal. Don't have to turn in herb. That was some nice routing there. Go quickly purchase... I think the silver bracelet was here, and if it's not, then she's not getting armor.
F 4,700? Yeah.
It was. And it's not going to help her against a lot. It's just, in case she takes a glancing blow, she'll survive. And that's really all we care about now. Oh, and heals are...
30.
Let's go by 30. Go buy ourselves 30. I love Buy Any. Oh,
It's so good.
best. And And I just filled up on extra softs and pures just on the off chance a fiend has an instant or just poisons me, and I don't want to have to think about if I bought enough or not. It's like 3 seconds to buy it. And with that, we are set. We're going to put the... Oh, we're not set because I forgot to revive everyone.
Solo black belt, let's go!
I mean, he could probably do it. With the defense sword, he could probably do it, but knowing my luck, I'd get slowed. Yeah. Okay, so we're actually going to leave our guys in that very specific position they're in now, the actual Oreo position, primarily because of the fact that I want to try and get the white mage to survive. No. Thank you. I want to try and get the white mage to survive, and short of Kraken deciding to back row her, which it wouldn't matter where I put her, she'd die. Yeah. Anyway, okay. I have no need to check this. There's no reason to. There's not going to be any stones here. But let's just validate the seed, because I'm already going slow anyway. Okay. And with that, we cast the loot. We got the key. We're in. I always go left first. Left was a bad idea. The one I don't want to see is Kraken. Out of my way, Kiki. Thank you. Right it is. I always go right.
Oh, come on.
You know what? I will take this. This is fine. This is just fine.
Difference. It's fine.
Yeah, cast on there, because you don't have much else to do. And you're gonna cast... Hast. Sure. You'll probably survive the next punch, because you have a little bit of evasion.
That's some good turn order. Good turn order, though.
Yeah, that was lovely. I'm gonna save the rest of these. You're gonna go nuke. You only have 3 casts of that. You're gonna do Drake strats for now, and you're gonna go nuke. Now, this should... Okay, that worked. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's
Ribbons
fine.
came off. And... Good thing I cast nuke. Come on.
That's about
there
18.
You go. There you go.
So 1800 to 2000 HP on that Tiamat. Interesting.
That was chonky.
Yeah, a little thick.
A little thick. I'm not using my cures because I want to use them in battle if the white mage survives. And I'm banking on her surviving, so I'm resource managing right now. Okay, so punch. Hast. Also evening out the Hast casts I use. Gonna cast the Invis on you this time, because I don't trust Carry.
Yeah, usually Kraken 2 is the gatekeeper that most of us talk about, but we've all seen Carry decide that, there you go, just punch very, very hard.
Destroy one of my black mages, yep. And that was what I was trying to avoid. So, by doing it that way, that was some safe distribution. And once again, saving my cures for Chaos, because now that my white mage is alive, she's actually very useful to me. In case Chaos decides to cast something and she survives it, she could cast Cure 4 on me. So she's not going to go front row. She's going to go mid row. So bring you in here, bring you there. You're good. Who has my white shirt? Just to double check. White shirt's on the bottom. I like that. It's good. Magic. Haste. Magic. Invis yourself. You've got one more. Good. You have defense, and you have white shirt. Cool. Ribbons.
Pretty good turn order. Oh yeah. So that's 3 stacks of evasion on the black belt and 2 stacks on the white mage, 1 on the other 2. So Dark Moon's going to start dumping all of the temper into the black belt to get her online. He's got the haste out on it already. I don't even think you need the defense up anymore. It's just punch time. Yep.
That was that turn on the heal stick. I was just hoping that, if he decided to cast Lightning 2 or something, this will kill the... Does he kill anyone? Wow, that was more than I was expecting.
Yeah, thank you, game. Cheap damage poison. All right, 11 hits, 455. Not what you want to see, but we got lots of temper still to dump right here.
So we're going to keep the heal bot going. We're going to keep punching. And you had lock, so we're going to lock you down some. And the heal pot, or the heal bot, is actually doing her job. Look at that. Good times, heal bot.
There you go. 9 hits, 940. That's a little better. Another temper. Bane comes out. I think.
No!
I think that. Okay. Nukes.
Wow. Okay, game. Okay.
All right, Zeus Bonk and Nuke.
Yeah, we're just gonna try for the best. See if we did enough damage. Yeah, good.
Hey, nice.
Wow,
All
give
right.
me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Yeah. All right, I hit the timer there, so that was about 1:15:40-ish right there. GG's to Dark Moon. That was a little sketch at the end. But you know that right there, that kind of shows you guys the difference between a level 34 black belt and a level 42 black belt.
Yep.
Level 42 black belt, that's like a 3% chance to hit. I don't know the exact percentage for a level 34 black belt, but clearly it's more than 3.
Yeah,
Because
still not high,
that
but
hit. Yeah. All right, so pretty good right there. Not bad. I mean, you really saw the shards come quick and heavy. You know, 1 shard in the first 35 minutes. You go to Sea Shrine, you walk out of there with 14, only needing 10 more. The grind was a little unkind to you right there in the desert. I'm glad we showed that off, though, because that's something that you guys, you new players, need to kind of really get used to seeing. But overall, it was pretty good. I liked it.
I mean, and it also shows you, like that whole Temple of Fiends was good for a number of lessons. One of which was, even if your primary damage carry falls, maybe don't give up immediately. Like, I had 7 nukes there. If I'd had only 1 nuke, I would have cast it and been like, well, that was done, and reset. But with 7 nukes and a couple of, like, defense casts out there for, like, he had 1 in this cast, and Chaos was even punching. Like,
yeah.
It felt like taking the risk. He would have done, assuming an average of 200 damage, he was getting another 1,400 damage in at that point, which, with Chaos having already taken 1,500, probably was going to kill no matter what if he could survive.
Yeah, especially with, let me see how much, the scaling there.
50 to 200, Chaos could have at max 4,000. So I could have gotten up to 3 grand. It might not have killed him if he rolled all the way, which he didn't. But it was worth taking the risk. And
absolutely.
1,400 damage is low estimate. If I got good rolls on those nukes, could get closer to that magical 2,500 I needed out of maximal Chaos. Thankfully, it wasn't needed. But yeah, I mean, resource management. That was why I was trying to balance resources, not use too much, not take those fights harder than I had to on any particular round. Because you never know what Temple of Fiends, even the short Temple of Fiends, is going to throw your way.
Exactly.
We got any other questions?
Yeah, any questions out there in the chat? Richport pointing out 9,100 steps. That is pretty good for a shard hunt where you're opening 120 plus boxes and where you have you're taking an overworld grind instead of one on a trap tile. So that's pretty good. Anything less than, 10,000 steps is good. Close to 9,000, even better.
But yeah, no, this wasn't so bad. Worked out pretty well, all things considered. We got hour 15 when we didn't get any shards for the first half of the game. That's actually not a bad time, especially with that awful grind I had.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not. Agamas wouldn't have given nearly as much experience. I think at what I was at, they would have given maybe 4,000 a hit.
Probably about 4,500. Yeah. So
yeah.
I think you're talking negligible difference there with the time because you were getting, if you were hitting stake and waiting both times, you were getting 15k.
Yeah.
And yes, it was a little bit of a walk, but I mean at the same time, the Agamas were to give you, a third of that. So
I think it would have been a wash. What would have probably made the Agamas a little more viable long term would have been being able to grind the mages down early and then just one punch them when they'll probably die from a single black belt. Now that's on the assumption they do. If I have to grind that black belt up at all because the Agamas rolled up and we didn't see them, we don't know. I have to keep the black mages around for a while, and suddenly that grind drags out.
Right, exactly.
So, I don't think there was really a better grind on this seed. I have a feeling that whatever seed Life Reboot has in mind for us for the async when he posts it is probably going to be better.
Yeah, so if you see Life Reboot there in chat pointing out that the flags will be up in the async very, very soon.
Yep.
But yeah, this was good. Thanks for hanging out on another Thursday night, Dark Moon. I think it's going to be, like you said, you and me doing this most every week.
I think so. I think we're the crew.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it, man. It's fun to hang out.
It's a good time. So I'll let you run the next one next week. So, and I think that one, what is that one? We named them, didn't we?
We did. Let me take a look here, too. Let me pull it up.
See in the planning room.
Yeah, let's see. Extra credit week 3.
Mage Masher.
Oh, okay.
So that was going to be interesting. This week is Shards, and we want you to focus on Shard Hunt, and you have a limited but somewhat open party. You saw we gave you forced characters to try and do it. Next week, when we do the next extra credit, all mages, baby. All mages.
Dark Moon got off easy this week.
I think oh no, and then the one after that is Trap Chests. That will be interesting. So yeah, a lot of good lessons for you guys to learn. Light for Boot will have the async up soon. Do we have any other questions? Or Luffy, do you have anything else?
No, I got nothing to add. That was fun. I like Black Belts Punch.
Black Belts Punch. That was just the seed rolling Black Belts for me. I honestly, in this, I would have normally taken a fighter for this kind of flag set, honestly. Right. But you got to take what the game gives you with a forced week like this. So it just was it was. You saw the loadout we had though. That tail early and then the opal armor plus the H's shield. That's an instant class change for me.
One more quick thing real fast before we get off here. I want to throw out a quick reminder to any of you Ducks that have not yet signed up. Sign-ups are there for the Duck Derby. They're currently looking for Sunday times and Tuesday times at either 9 or 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some people to join in. So if you guys want to sign up and you can make those times, we're looking to do 2 days worth of races come Derby time. So
is that
should be a
schedule
lot of
set
fun.
at this point?
I think it is for the most part, but Dead Pulse.
Sign up for the Derby today is what he said. So if there's a chance that the schedule can change, then sign up today to make sure. But yeah, otherwise, I think you're probably right. Sunday and Thursdays are going to be likely, and it's going to be split. So make sure if you can attend those 2 days that you sign up, and just have time available for that, so that when we distribute out, you guys know what's going on. But yeah, Derby will be 4 weeks from now.
4
more weeks of learning, though. 4 more weeks of practice before you get into it.
So, and Derby flags are going to be fun, guys. You'll enjoy them, I promise.
Oh, yeah. So, from both of us in the booth, Luffy and myself, hey, I'm pronouncing your name right. That won't last. It won't last. It never lasts. I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been a presentation of Final Fantasy Randomizer, and if somehow you ended up on the Final Fantasy Randomizer Twitch channel or at the Final Fantasy Randomizer YouTube page, and you don't know what's going on before now, but you'll want to experience more of it, please come to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. You can find the links to the Discord and the development Discord right there, as well as the game itself. Play Final Fantasy Randomizer, be a part of Final Fantasy Randomizer, come join the community and see everything that we have to offer. And of course, the Duckling Bootcamp, 4 more weeks of that leading into the Derby at the 6-week mark for the Bootcamp. And that's going to be a great time for our new players. So we invite you to come out and check all of that out. We hope you will, and then we will see you on Sunday for the next of the main editions of the Duckling Bootcamp. Myself, Dark Moon, and Luffy in the booth, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.
Good night, everyone.